Okay, welcome back. So, yeah, I found out that I was crying unnecessarily. I cry for any little thing, I'm crying, any little thing. And if you know me very well, I hate pity party. I hate self pity. I don't do self pity. I don't like it. And I like people will say, oh, it's very hard. It's yeah, I know. I don't cry unnecessarily. Even though if I'm watching a movie, I might cry, but that I'm thinking about myself, thinking about my life, and then I start crying. I don't do that. Of course, I think about my life, but not for me to be crying. So I was not thinking about it. I was asking myself that what is going on? How did I get here? That I needed to dig deeper to really figure out why, so that I can at least solve whatever it is that is making me cry unnecessarily. So I now reached out to one of my friends. She's been on the show before. She's a therapist, right? So I reached out to her and I explained to her that this is what is going on, this is what's been going on. And then she asked me some questions, some personal questions. And then she said, have you ever been depressed? And then I laughed because no one will use depression and Odun in the same sentence. Odun doesn't get depressed. So I told her that no, and then she said, and she's not diagnosing and calling it depression, but she said it's like you're getting there. It's this because what you told me is like the start of it. That so ask yourself what is going on. Of course, we talked more, but then this morning I woke up and I'm thinking about it. That most of the times we don't pay attention to these things, right? If you're someone that overthink. By the way, I need to say this: I am an overthinker. I am an overthinker. I'm a very good story script writer. That's to tell you how much I overthink. I overthink, and if I bring down stories, I have if somehow someday someone stumble on my journal, you see the stories I write down. So that's by the way. So and I for people that are overthinkers, we tend to blow things out of proportion, and then these tiny things become big in our head. And then not just the fact that I'm an overthinker, I'm also a problem solver. I like solving problems. I'm very good with puzzles. Anyway, and so when we elongate and exaggerate these tiny things, it becomes so big in our head. We now try to unravel it. We try to solve it, and we are not solving it. And then we start anyway, so the long and short of it is we need to start paying attention to the way we are feeling, and try and fix whatever we can fix, and know that the ones we can fix are out of our hand. I don't know why I'm sharing this, but I know there are people out there that is like me. I'm saying ask yourself the tough questions, the questions you are not comfortable with.